Hey, good morning, guys. Man, I didn't know this came up that quick. Well, a lot of you guys know that I've actually started my own animation studio, Balke Studios. And just besides doing animation, what also we're doing is we create. Let me back up just a smidge. So, I worked in the comic industry for, I think, 8 years, approximately, give or take maybe a couple of months. But working in the comic industry, that got me to the field or to the level that I wanted to be at that time as an artist. But I always, ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to actually animate my own things, my own characters. Anything that I drew, a tree, a house, a rock, an owl, a person, it didn't matter. I always wanted to animate it somehow. And when I was a kid, there was, those little flip books that we would make as a kid. You get like, 30 or 50 pieces of paper together, like in the little corner of the paper, and you would draw like a little circle, and a circle would move. Every page would be like, I don't know, the ball or the little circle would move just a smidge, and then when you actually flip the corner of the paper where the circle is, you would actually see your circle moving, kind of like a little animation, like a ball bouncing, or whatever it may be you drew. So ever since then, I always had the love of animation. So here I am, finally, many years later, 30 plus years later, I finally opened up my own animation studio. And what we're doing is we're actually going to be working in 2D. So a lot of people, okay, so 2D versus 3D. What do I like? What do I don't? I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff. But the 2D animation is what we all grew up with. Anybody who was around in the 70s or before, even the 20s, that was all 2D animation. All the Mickey Mouse from 1928, Steamboat Willie, that was 2D animation. That was all drawn with pencil and paper. Gertie the dinosaur, that's even before Walt Disney. All of these animations were all drawn with pencil and paper. And that's what we're going to be doing. Not with all the animations, but with the shorts. Because I want that feel. I want the love, I guess. Because for me, drawing it with pencil and paper, there just seems to be more love that goes into every frame. And not saying that the digital side of everything, because we're doing digital 2D as well. Not saying the digital side doesn't have the love, but I think when you physically have a pencil in your hand and you've got a piece of paper, you're going back to your own roots. You're going back to when you were a kid and I remember drawing and doing this. There's more of a connection. And that's with the people who are doing the animations, and that's with the people who are watching the animations. Because we all grew up with that. Even if you grew up even in the 90s. Even in the 2000s, it kind of got more 3D-esque, with the 3D modeling and everything like that, especially with all the computer games and the games and whatnot. But 2D animation really started it all. And that's kind of what I want to go back to. And I love the look that it has. So with doing the 2D animation, or what I call cell animation, which is all the pencil and paper, and actually using celluloid, which is that clear plastic, you just paint and draw right physically on that, with special equipment. That is, besides just doing the cell animation, we are, like I said, doing the 2D animation in digital as well. But we also have weekly comic strips. This is the best place we can come up with where we can actually introduce some of our characters, like the Balkanator, B, his good friend, Moms, Pops, and of course, this little character, Stanley. This little rugrat here, he's a little pain in the butt is what he is. I'll get to this, what I'm doing with this in just one second. But the comic strip we release every single Sunday. All the strips are always different, and every so often we'll throw in an extra character to kind of introduce you to them. So we just introduced Moms. So if you guys have seen any of the characters, if you've seen any of the strips, you'll see that we actually introduced Pops a little while ago. He's a little old man, doesn't really say much, has the same kind of, face. He's an older guy, wears shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. Kind of a funny dude. Well, we just introduced his wife, Moms. And when these two get together, I think we all can relate to those two being our parents, or maybe you're in that exact situation. So go check it out. We actually have it. We got the link on our Facebook page at Jeff Balke Studios on Facebook. You can also check on Balke Studios. It can take you right also directly to our comic strips as well. So definitely go and check it out. It's they're pretty fun. They're pretty cool. And you know what? The best thing is, like I said, every Sunday they come out and they're free. You can't get a lot of things free anymore this year. In this life. Not too many things in this world, I should say, are really free. So go and check it out, guys. They're just a lot of fun. And on top of that, we are also going to be working on children's books, which we have a couple right now that are outlined, and we're getting written up pretty much as we speak. Including that, so we got the kids' books and everything else. I'm going to go back to our little buddy Stanley here. So we also have lithographs. Now this particular one I colored by hand. And a lot of you guys might know me as Jeff Balke the colorist. I've worked in the comic industry for about 8 years, give or take a couple of months. And loved it, very happy with it. I actually found my voice kind of more in the comic industry and in the art field. So I kind of know what I want to do. But like I said, I've always wanted to animate, so I just kind of put two and two together. So what we did here with this lithograph, this size, this is actually in a comic book bag and board. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? But the print is the actual lithograph. It's the actual print itself. Okay, and we just physically put it inside the bag and board that you would a comic book. So it's a lot smaller, and of course right now I can't get it in there. There we go. Easy, bing bang boom. Just grab and go. So when you're at a convention, you see us at a convention, which actually this Saturday we're going to be at Mighty Con Dupage. It's at Dupage County Fairgrounds. We're going to have some of these newer mini prints, and plus we're also going to have some 5x7s, which if you guys have seen us in the past, all last year, we had some 5x7 prints as well. So we're going to have both sizes, and of course 11x17. But I hope to see you guys this weekend. I wanted to give you a little bit of an insight of what Jeff Balke Studios, what we're going to be doing, what's coming up. I've also been getting a lot of questions about urban legends. So as you guys know, a few years ago, both Brandon and I, we came up with Urban Legends. It's a comic book series, and it's an ongoing series actually. So we have a couple of issues, I think 3 issues out as of right now, but those are all now discontinued. We have a new artist on the project, and he is doing a phenomenal job. And we are actually re-releasing Urban Legends starting at C2E2. So we're going to have the digital version, but we're also going to have some hard copies as well that you can physically pick up and read and look at and we can sign. We're going to have those too, but we're going to have a limited supply. So more information on that coming up, but Urban Legends is coming back. We are doing some more stuff with Urban Legends coming up, and with Jeff Balke Studios, there's so much to catch up and tell you guys. But I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I forgot about that. So have a good one. And if you guys can, come out to DuPage County Fairgrounds this weekend. Come and see the studio. I don't know exactly where we're going to be, but we're going to have different lithographs, different prints. I'm going to be doing colorings there, of course, cartoon colorings, which again I'll get into. I can get into at the show with you guys. And if you guys see this and you're going to come out to the show, tell me that you saw me and that you saw me on the video, that you saw the video, this vlog. And I'm going to give you guys a little something special. Okay? Have a good one. Take it easy, guys, and, well, happy hump day.